All right, folks, Rick Mills here, in line with my positive activities for veterans playlist. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. There's a lot of cycling in there. I've been thinking about starting a veteran gardening playlist slash whatever for years now. Even when I was in the military, I had a garden. Growing your own food, had the kids, the wife, I'd always had a little patch, show the kids where food comes from. Felt good about it, but it gave me something positive to do. As an example, it's been raining for a week in central New York, and this is my opportunity on this beautiful sunny day. We got 2 days of sun before it starts raining again, to get out of the house. So what I'm doing today is checking on my seedlings that I planted last month. And don't be worried if you're not at the stage that I'm at. I've planted gardens in apartments on the porch in pots. I've done gardens in a rental house on Milton Ave in Solvay, New York. I know you don't understand what that means, but anybody from New York knows exactly what that means. And it's just a little patch. It's just my little tomato patch, my little cucumber patch or whatever. Mina makes excellent salads out of it. And goes amazing with our fresh trout from the creek. So veteran gardening, take a look, stay tuned in. If you're not, subscribe, and I'll be covering my veteran gardening. So step one, find space at your place, whether it's pots on a porch if you have an apartment or a townhouse and you don't have access to grass. If you're renting a small place or you're a townhouse where you have a small place, I'm talking 4 foot by 4 foot or 3 foot by 6 foot or 2 foot by 8 foot. Find a spot, get a shovel, go down to wherever, grab a shovel. I get mine from yard sales and garage sales for like $1 a piece. There are ways to make everything happen. A penny saved is a penny earned. And that goes for the food too. Step one, find a spot. Step two, get yourself a shovel, break ground, get that grass off the top, save as much dirt as you can, and then break that dirt up. Get that dirt ready to start receiving your seedlings. Step two, get your seedlings going. So I started mine last month. You can see I've got some salad, I've got tomato plants, cucumbers. I even started some spices for the porch. So I'm gonna have my own rosemary, oregano, thyme on the porch. It'll make the porch smell good. I'm outside, I'm eating fresh stuff. I'm spicing my venison steaks with it and everything. Okay? If you don't have the ability to plant or grow seedlings like this, I started off in a farmer's market. So wherever you're at, like I'm in the city of Syracuse Farmer's Market, look it up, drive down there. You can get plants for $1, a couple dollars, maybe strike a bargain, see if they'll give you a veteran's discount. Maybe not, but anywho, get some seedlings because it's almost time to put the stuff in the ground. Memorial Day is coming up. Memorial Day is a good date to put stuff in the ground. Your average frosts are over. You're not going to have to cover your garden and stuff after that. Your stuff's in the ground. Your seedlings are going to take, and you'll be harvesting some stuff by, say, July. And that's July, August, September harvest season, maybe even into October. So again, Ricky Mills here with Jaeger Veteran Adventures, covering another positive activity for veterans that I enjoy and maybe you'll like also. Veteran gardening. I'm getting ready to walk over. I'm going to show you my little patch on my 2 acres, okay, in central New York, where I broke ground, did the same thing that I just asked you to do. Took the grass away and started off small, and now after 5 years of being here, I've got quite a little garden going. So let's go take a look at it. Got my morels that I harvested from the woods the other day, drying out. Gonna put those in freezer bags in portion sizes for meals. Got our plants coming in here. Cucumbers are coming up. Some of the stuff, the seeds don't really come up till later. This is all tomatoes. See how small those are? Little tomato plants. I'm gonna come over here. This is an entire rack of different types of salad. Okay, and then I've got some beans. I've got some peas and some beans here that'll go along my fence, and they actually climb the fence that I'm getting ready to put in. Easy access. I just got done trimming the outside, prepping it for my fence. This is my little compost. All that is a circle of bricks. It was over in this corner over here, and all I do is take the bricks down. All the compost that's in there from an entire year of putting my kitchen waste in there is now spread. You can see the eggshells, all this stuff. It's all been mulched in. I did that about a week ago. And then what I do is move the bricks over one at a time, and I just stack them in a circle. And then my kitchen waste goes in there. And I throw a little dirt. You can see I'll grab a little shovel off my shed over there. Got all my tools and stuff on my shed. I grab that little shovel right there, and I bring it over here, and I scoop some dirt, and I'll throw it in here on top. And I do compost dirt. And this is getting ready to turn into my garden. So I got some residual garlic and onions that just happened to pop up from last year, and I just let them go. I've got some residual carrots. You see I didn't break this ground because I got some carrots left over. I'm gonna let those grow a little bit. At some point, I'll just pull them so I can get what I want in there. But you see, I just plugged the outside. It's nice and square. Ready for the fence. So what's my agenda in doing the garden? Well, for me, it's a positive activity. It gets me out of the house, off my computer, off my phone. It gets my hands and my feet in the soil, which helps ground you. If you don't know about grounding yourself, your body, getting that static electricity out of your body. But then I'm supplementing my diet. I'm saving money. Supplementing my diet with stuff that I grew that I know is healthy. And, you know, if you get in some kind of weird situation, COVID situation, whatever, and you can't get to the grocery store, you just walk to your garden and eat out of it. I'm also transplanting some stuff off of public land onto my private property. So I'm pulling ramps. Every time I do morel mushroom picking, when I have leftover stuff, I dump the morel leftovers out in my yard. So I actually have morels popping up in my yard. I have a ramp patch, wild ramps. I'm getting ready, just got permission from the neighbor down the street that has fiddleheads. I'm getting ready to transplant some fiddleheads. So it's not only gardening, but it's also like bringing the wild edible plants onto my 2 acres. It's not bad. 2 acres is a pretty good place. So again, number one agenda, get you out of the house. Get you out in your yard when the sun shines. I've been locked up in that house for a week, and now the sun shines, so I'm out here. And then 2, I'll talk about this later in another thing when I talk about veteran finances and stuff. But if you're renting, I highly recommend, I think every veteran out there, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, Space Force, should own your own property. I don't care if it's a half acre, 1 acre, 1.5, 2, 10, 16, 20, 100. You should own your own little place, spread out. I can see through a little to my neighbor's house, but I'm working on that, creating that visible barrier so I can have my space. I'm not bothering anybody else, and nobody's bothering me. This is my land, and I do what I want on my land. So, veteran gardening, get your own place. I tell you what, a lot of you out there, you're like, wow, I only make so much, I'm gonna fixed income. Text me, I'm gonna be making future videos on that also. If you're paying $600, $800, $1,000, $1,200 in rent, guess what? That's a mortgage payment. Okay, instead of paying somebody else's mortgage and them winning, you could be creating your own wealth by building equity in your own house. Again, another future video. So let's stick to it. Veteran gardening, folks. Find a place in your place, or go get some pots. Get some seedlings, get some plants going. It's good in your house for oxygen, and it makes you feel good when you're eating your own stuff. See you around.